Okay, aloha everyone. Hola amigos of Kamuniversity Portal. Yes! I am holding this beautiful camera right now on this beautiful day to really just give you a sweet, powerful and important download on radiant mental health. So crucial in these times right now. And of course, I don't even have to say it, but FUD is just beginning. I talk about it in every video. Fear, uncertainty, doubt, and despair are just all around the planet. And there are certain things that we can do to mitigate that by obviously not putting all our attention on technology and all the media, which I know all of you do already, and really looking into and seeking within how can we mitigate the unconscious electromagnetic frequency fog. So for example, I'm here in Mazunte, Mexico, here at this beautiful Marina Beach. The dolphins were just jumping for joy. Oh, that guy got air. Yeah. Oh! There's just a huge pod out there, and been swimming and boating with those amazing spotted spinner dolphins here off this beautiful coast peninsula. And that being said, one of the things that they've really shared with me over almost 20 years of swimming with different pods of dolphins is that we can really raise the bar and optimize our mental health by choosing radiance. And within radiance, there is a strong frequency of joy. All we have to do is figure out how to raise our vibes and our frequencies to go beyond the fog. As I was saying, one of the ways in which I was able to do this was to actually leave the United States of America for a little bit. And I've obviously lived abroad and traveled quite a bit in my life. But this time around was a journey to kind of get out of just really get out of the molasses of what's happening in the Western narrative and come into these places that are still off the grid, and tribe and family are gathering. There's definitely a strong contingent of going fully hippie. There is both a beauty in that, and there's also a shadow in that. And I just want to speak to the fact that in this gorgeous atmosphere right now with this beautiful sea, that either way, whatever we choose to be and do, whether we're hunkering down and surviving and getting our seed bank and protecting our children and getting our land and raising our dogs and our sheep and our cows and our wherever we are on an island or whatever it is to survive. And that's important. It's super important. And I would say that's one option. And then there's another option for radiant mental health, and that is to just free everything up. Just fully free everything up. Fully release, fully surrender, and become a free, nomadic, supernatural agent of infinite change. And this is another option. When faced with these two options a few months ago, I really chose that option 2 was really calling. And there were other circumstances and experiences in the scenes of my movie that were very challenging and intense at the end of 2021 that forced me to really look at what I've been attempting to really actualize that was obviously not happening and was turning into a nightmare, actually. And I know some of us, we get comfortable in our nightmares. We get comfortable in thinking and feeling that we can't shift, that we can't change, that there are too many obstacles and obscurations, too many responsibilities, too many limitations. And ultimately it's doubt, which is a subtle fear, and fear itself, which is false evidence appearing real. That is a total illusion. And I want to invite you right now to really go within your heart and tune into your spirit and ask yourself for the rest of this year, as we come into the beginning of this next cycle. It's going to be very potentially challenging. But in the challenge, there's going to be so many incredible diamond, sweet, golden, nourishing, loving, kind, generous, prosperous opportunities for us to get out of our ruts and choose the option that most suits our karma, our cause and effect, because everyone here has their own unique individual karma, and we have to really listen to that, and it's in your heart. The universal responsibility of where we're going right now with the Omniverse is that we are God, and we are God essence, and everything we think and feel makes a complete, absolute ripple of a difference in this great omniversal pebble in the pond of our infinite existence. And yet, as this little tiny cuticle, as I talk about so much, we are just this tiny little human cuticle of this vast 5-finger, hand, arm, elbow, all the way up. Wow, and the more you move your awareness, move your observing and witnessing the witness of who you really are, you get to expand. And then you contract, and then you expand, and then you contract. That's the nature of existence. But if we can hold this middle way, if we can hold this desire to change and to master change and to become the divine joy of transformation, and to really, really, really fine-tune our innerology, because it's the innerology of our existence that is going to stabilize all of us in this FUD within the next cycle and many cycles to come. Because whether it's the distraction of diseases, whether it's the distraction of jabs, whether it's the distraction of the next thing, which is war, or the distraction of economic absolute instability, whether it's the distraction of not feeling safe, not feeling secure, not feeling protected, all of these things are part of the human existence of the collective shadow we're moving through. And if we can own the shadow individually and really realize that in the shadow is our greatest gift, it's our greatest peace, it's our greatest ability to become resilient and establish sovereign protocols for supernatural, radiant mental health. We are living in some of the most epic times, and all we have to be, feel, think, and do is shift our desires to a new timeline. And I talk about this so much because I'm not teaching anymore. I haven't. And I'm slowly working on my books. I'm slowly working on a whole new project to get some work out there. There's some deep changes coming in for me too, in which I'm going to be launching into a whole new service ray. I'm really excited about that. Really excited to share with all of you the potential of how it's all unfolding. But just to say right now that whatever you're doing to change your reality, whether it's cryptocurrencies, the decentralized narrative, whether it's shifting into new land, whether it's freeing everything up, putting things in storage and getting off grid and becoming a nomad and freeing your wings up so you can fly again, all of these choice points are available. And there's potentially more crazy things about to happen. Potentially another virus that's going to be attempted to be launched, like C-19 was an appetizer, and the forces of our unconscious are choosing to potentially unleash a more entree, which could be even worse. But instead of going to fear about that, just acknowledge that, realize that, and that in itself changes the vibration of the entire planet and what it's moving through as a collective unconscious conscious awareness moving through transformation. When we bring awareness to something, feel whatever reaction we feel without judgment, letting it move through our emotional wave, whether that's anger, sad, fear, depression, rage, totally honor that emotional wave. It's only when we suppress that, it's only when we clamp it down that we get into problems, and that's where we create disease, and we create all kinds of illness, that then we can really listen to the soul, which I would say right now we're having to listen to the dark night of the soul. There is so much beauty in the black night of the soul. One of those things that I just recently got to experience that really reminded me of that in the 3D was I got to go to this incredible brackish lagoon just over my solar return here, and it was so deep for me to be able to see the stars swirling inside the deep voidal abyss, to see this plankton light up in so many colors. It was truly like Avatar. It was like the movie Na'vi, just full voidal intelligence. And of course, I talk a lot about being in lucid states and meditation and being in coherency and really mastering your dream time, especially the night dream, so that you can really walk and master yourself in the daydream. This was something on my list to do for a long time. Probably will be the first of many. But I really received a huge download about the importance of being in that black shadow void and loving it so much that the light and the multicolored lights and the infinite lights swirling around my hands, my body, moving up into the stars in the totally moonless sky, seeing this infinite voidal bliss of what's possible when we go below, above, and all around us. In the 3D. And it was a constant reminder that if we can practice going into the void, going into a dark room, going into, you don't need to do entheogens every day. You don't need to do all the different things to distract and escape from what is right now, because the whole entire infinite cosmos is giving us a gift, an incredible gift for this year, this moment, this life, to move in to our own version of bioluminescence. And I would even say a big part of this download and transmission of optimizing our radiant mental health is bioluminescence. And you know what? One of the 5 derivatives of walking the ladder to get from melatonin to DMT naturally in the body is bioluminescence. It's an actual neurochemical that can be created through pineal gland meditation. And this is something I'm definitely going to be offering soon in the work that I'm writing right now. But I just want to say that bioluminescence is just taken a whole new meaning for myself, and I just invite you, if you ever have a moment, to get out there and find yourself in bioluminescence. There's many oceans around the world where this plankton has got a sentient intelligence and calling us to connect and spend more time floating in their knowledge and wisdom. I just want to give a big ode to the Naya, the sacred delphine here in Mexico. Wow, they had been such a amakua for me, as well as the baleen, the whales, the humpbacks. The honu, the turtles, the mantas, flying fish. It's just been an extravaganza of life and so much absolute radiant divine joy. I feel like I've just been fully birthed anew in my solar return, and so excited to be of service and share more with all of you, and just refocus your attention on what really matters, because actually nothing matters. And I'm just beaming you the joy that I have in my heart right now, and sending you so much love. So many hugs, kisses, and so look forward to sharing more on Kamuniversity Portal, as so many brilliant things to be absolutely excited for. And I leave you with this. Please absolutely remember, your radiant mental health is your greatest absolute wealth. No matter what happens with currency and exchange, digital, fiat, silver, gold, platinum, copper, precious metals, seed bank, it's how you think and how you feel determines everything in your existence. Mahalo ke akua. It's a miracle pod. Milagro pod. Yay! Woo! Look, they're everywhere. There's gotta be at least 500 of them. We're bringing them all in, baby. Milagro Unidos. Oh my God, super joy. It's like super joy. Yay! Choo choo to the sun. Follow the sun. Follow the dolphins. Yoo!